Yo, B culture. I'm Ella. We are live. What's up, guys? What's up, Blaze? Really dope. Hey, Philly. What's up? So, first things first. Definitely want to dive into this announcement that Personas just made today, a few hours ago. If you want to comment to this live stream, you have to be subscribed. That's the way it's set up. You have to do it that way because it's to help me avoid unhumanly traffic in the comment section. What's up, Warbaria? What's happening? All right. So I welcome everybody to subscribe. It might sound like I'm forcing you to subscribe, but I mean, you know, I'm trying to grow the channel. So let's talk about it. We're going to watch the video together for those of you that have not seen the video. And we will also be pausing and making comments and just giving our thoughts. You know, this is the culture. This is how we do it. We're going to dissect the video. All right. We're going to see what's happening. So, first things first. Apparently, there has been a lot of things that has changed. Let's start with the name. It's Studio One Pro. I don't think Studio One 7 exists, but technically it is because this is right after 6. The release date is October 9th. I didn't even know that. I just knew sometime in October. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about this. I almost didn't stream because I didn't think it was, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I didn't feel the urge, but here we are. Studio One 7, Studio One Pro, whatever you want to call it. It is out. And I'm really interested in knowing what the culture has to say. What are y'all thoughts? Like up on the video. I appreciate the people who did that so far. Likes up on the video. Appreciate you guys. So I think Pro is unnecessary. They could have left the Studio One. Blaze, you excited for one thing, and what is that? Ooh, what are you excited for? Please do tell. They teased the feature. And I'd love to know what this feature is. They showed the clip launcher. 803, what up? New version every year, says you Kenny. You ready for the fader port? All right, guys, let's dive into this here. We're gonna play the video and we're gonna dissect everything. Y'all ready? Here we go.
Hey, my name is Joe, and I'm here with John and Gregor here at PreSonus HQ. Fun fact, this is the first time Gregor and I have ever shot a video in the same room together. We're here today to share some very exciting news. Mark your calendars. Studio One Pro version 7 launches October 9th. We'll have a lot more to say about that soon, but today we want to let you know about some new and exciting changes that are coming with Studio One.
That's right, Joe. First, beginning with the release of version 7, we're simplifying the lineup and will no longer offer Studio One Prime and Studio One Artist editions. We don't want anyone to be feature limited, so going forward, there will be one DAW for all, Studio One Pro. Not only is Studio One Pro here to stay, as of version 7, software licenses will include all extensions and virtual instruments now and into the future, including Audio Batch Converter, Presence XC Editor, Deep Flight 1, a new Deep Flight 1 extended plugin, Lead Architect, and more.
All right, let's pause there for a second. He said some key features that answers a lot of people's questions. Seeing that everything is now heading in the subscription model these days, people want to know, will they do away with perpetual license? Well, he stated here in the video that no, you still have the option to buy Studio One outright. And I think that's been where they've been trying to go anyway. You still have the option to have the perpetual license of Studio One, but with the membership, you get extra features. Now, seeing that Studio One is bare bones minimum at, currently based on the times that has passed so far, it is almost essential. And I'm not vouching for this. I'm not trying to make anybody spend any unnecessary money, because we already have a bunch of subscriptions to everything. A lot of us are already paying for Splice, and we're paying for Arcade. Some of us are paying to have a subscription with Loot Cloud, and there's probably subscriptions with something else that you're into or whatever. But at least with this, you still have that ownership feature with this. It also looks right now that they are trying to increase their instrumentation list here. We've been using Mai for a very long time. Presence was the other one. Impact was the drum sampler, and then Sample One, which is the sampler, but it's an instrument because you can throw samples in there and play and do things like usual. And then there is the last one that no one really talks about, which is right, that's my point. I can't even really think of the name because I hardly even use it either. But it's a synthesizer, and somebody is gonna remind me in the comment section if I don't think of it first. What is it? Can't remember right now. Mojado. There you go. Thank you. Really though. Mojito. Yeah. That's the one that nobody really use. So recently we have Lead Architect that they released. A lot of us felt like Lead Architect, that is definitely an interesting name choice, because it's certainly not a lead instrument. It does everything but lead. But hey, it is what it is. That's the name they chose to go with. It is what it is. They have a new instrument called Deep Flight 1. So no longer Deep Flight is a preset in Mai, right? Because it was a bunch of presets. That's what they've been trying to do. They keep releasing presets in a old synth, and it's like they I don't know. But now we have a new one called Deep Flight. I do like the direction right now. They are trying to go in a simpler format. If we rewind here real quick, Studio One Prime, Studio One Artist, we're getting rid of all that. Now it's Studio One Pro. I don't know if I should dig deeper into that to see exactly where we're going with that. So if it's Studio One Pro, will there ever be a Studio One 8? Well, I think they kind of said it. They got this little timeline that they do. Studio One 8. They are doing frequent updates. This is what I've seen here in this video. Frequent updates, like 3 or 4 per year now. So that means once Studio One 7 comes out, look forward to see Studio One 8 in 2025. The end of 2025, because it's 2024 right now. So are we looking weird? Now 7 comes out, and then 8 comes out next year, and then 9 comes out. It kind of looks like they're going with the yeah. What are y'all thoughts about all this? Like, what are you thinking? Like, obviously they're gonna, inputs of the community is very important, which is what they say they did. They are listening to the community. That's kind of what they were saying. But I don't know how well they listen, because some of the key features, well, we'll see. Well, obviously we'll see. Some of the stuff, they did put launch in there. Cause y'all spotted it out. Let's play it. Y'all spotted that.
Want anyone to be feature limited, so going forward, there will be one DAW for all, Studio One Pro. Not only is Studio One Pro here to stay,
yeah, Deep Flight is a set now.
Software licenses will include all extensions and virtual instruments now and into the future, including Audio Batch Converter, Presence XC Editor, Deep Flight 1, a new Deep Flight 1 extended plugin, Lead Architect, and more.
So, but here's the thing though. I think a lot of people were like not happy about it. It was like a hype around this new instrument. Like, oh my gosh, Persona's released a new instrument. But then when people started to dive in it, we all discovered that you needed to have a Plus account. You got to be paying for the subscription in order to get access to the lead. It's like, does that make sense? So what does it mean when you say perpetual license? Does that mean that we still get all of these things that you just mentioned just now on this video? Or do you still need to be paying a monthly deal to get access to that? Let's keep it moving.
Next, since the first version of Studio One in 2009, we've released new major versions about every 2 years or so. But we want to get major new features into your hands much faster, as soon as they're ready. So we're targeting 3 to 4 major feature releases every year, with the first of these drops coming early next year, and going forward, version naming will be time-based.
We're also announcing new...
Okay, clarity. Because I thought I saw them say something like Studio One 8, Studio One... No. I think they're doing away with the numbers. All right, let's keep it moving.
Accessible pricing for Studio One Pro licenses starting today. A Studio One Pro Perpetual license is now $199 for all new users. Additionally, the Studio One Pro Upgrade Perpetual license is now available to all Perpetual license owners of any version or edition, including any previous version of Studio One Artist for $149. And given our new faster feature release cycle, all Perpetual licenses registered on or after October 9th will include 1 year of new feature releases from the time of registration. That means you'll update on your own schedule and still get to keep the full year of new features released after you purchase a license.
After the year of included new features, you can upgrade whenever you like and get another full year of new feature drops without worrying about the timing of major releases.
And we want to be very clear, you will never lose access to Studio One Pro with any Perpetual license.
Last but not least, we're announcing that any Studio One 6 professional license registered on or after August 1st, 2024 will receive the Studio One Pro upgrade to version 7 when that's released on October 9th, including the next year of feature releases.
That means you can get Studio One Pro version 6 today at the new price of $199 or $149 to upgrade, and you'll also get Studio One Pro version 7 a few weeks later, plus 1 year of new feature releases for your license at no additional cost.
So to recap, here's a quick summary of what's happening. Studio One Pro 7 is coming October 9th and is now $199 for new users. The Studio One Pro upgrade is still $149 and is now available to any previous artist version owners. At version 7, Studio One Pro will include all extensions and virtual instruments now and into the future, including Lead Architect, Deep Flight 1, the new Deep Flight 1 extended plugin, Audio Batch Converter, and more. More new.
Okay, I think he might answer another question that we just posed a second ago. All right, let's backtrack.
October 9th and is now $199 for new users. The Studio One Pro upgrade is still $149 and is now available to any previous artist version owners. At version 7, Studio One Pro will include all extensions and virtual instruments now and into the future, including Lead Architect, Deep Flight 1, the new Deep Flight 1 extended plugin, Audio Batch Converter, and more. More new feature releases are coming early next year, with 3 to 4 feature drops every year after that. And a full year of new feature releases will be included with all licenses and upgrades going forward. And don't forget, any Studio One version 6 Professional Edition license or license upgrade purchased on or after August 1st will get Studio One Pro 7 when it's released on October 9th.
Now, these changes are the direct result of your feedback, and we will continue to listen and evolve our offerings to best fit your needs.
Lastly, Studio One Plus is now called Studio One Pro Plus and is the best way into everything Studio One Pro. Our annual plan is still the best value. At $179 per year, you can subscribe and save 10% on the price of a Studio One Pro Perpetual license, plus you'll get to keep the same full year of new feature releases and annual access to all the cloud-based tools, content, and loops and samples.
So you can choose to upgrade to Pro 7 for $149, or for just $30 more, you can get that and all the extras for $179.
And remember, the Studio One Pro Perpetual license, that is yours to keep forever.
So if you're not on version 6 of Studio One Pro yet, there's never been a better time to check it out. And we can't wait to show you Studio One Pro 7 on October 9th.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We can't wait to show you Studio One Pro 7. You're gonna love it. And thank you for watching.
Okay. All right, we just finished watching the entire announcement video, and we are live right now with the culture, the B culture. You guys are the culture, and you hold all of the thoughts and desires and where you feel like things are going and where they've been in their history. And you guys been around since you guys been through some stuff. We all been through some stuff. Wondering where, like, the direction of personas ever since Fender purchased them. We was all on edge, you know. We was all concerned, and you know, you guys have every right to be, because a lot of us spend a lot of money, invested so much in this platform, and wonder if it's gonna be something that is ruined. Wasn't sure if it was gonna be something taken and improved, and we just didn't know. If I ever give my honest thoughts about the direction of what's happening, I feel like things are moving in the right direction. That's what I honestly feel. Truthfully. am I disappointed? I will be lying to you if I told you I was just like totally happy about everything that's happening. I think it's just timing. Timing would tell. But I would say this. I see the vision, and so I'm not going to stop using Studio One. I still feel like Studio One is one of a kind. You know, that's my honest opinion. But like just like all of us, we are disappointed about something. So they are listening. So there you have it. They are listening. I think like any other company, they've been trying things to see how well it works. When they added a new instrument here, they saw it didn't work because they only made it available to people who was paying monthly, which a lot of people felt like it wasn't fair that you provide that for people who's paying monthly and not the people who's been with the company, been paying faithfully upgrade every time they come out with a new one. You know what I mean? And you not make that available to the core community. Man, that was a smack in the face, bro. So they fixed that. And I commend them for doing that. So that's a good sign. That's a good sign. You guys spoke, they listened, and there you have it. So when October 9th gets here, that's gonna be the day where we get to learn a little bit more about what Studio 17 is all about. Interesting. What y'all think? Let's catch up with the comments. Only the comments is telling the truth here. Gary, what's up? Notion, you say Notion. What's up with Notion? What about Notion? I love Studio One, but Production Native Instruments is my go-to. Really though, I don't know. You have to clarify what you just said. You said I love Studio One, but for Production Native Instruments is my go-to. Studio One will be the platform you can use Native Instruments inside of Studio One. So yeah, I don't know. Based on how you wrote that, made it seem like, yeah, Studio One is my, I love Studio One, but Native Instruments can do it better. Like Native Instruments has a DAW. You know what I mean? Like that's just how you worded it. Made it seem like Native Instruments was. I think Native Instruments, so it's like you compared the DAW with the people who makes the stuff for the DAW. Cause like without something like a Studio One, you can't use Native Instruments. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're saying that you use Machine, because Machine is the only equivalent thing that you can use Native Instruments products inside to produce anything. Maybe that's what you meant by that. But yeah, I just want you to clarify that because I didn't really get where you was going with that. I hope Deep Flight is actual synth. Yeah, absolutely. On the picture that shows the Studio One graphic, here looks like an update sampler. In the background, all fuzzy looking. It's an image of sample wave and in a window of orange fade at the beginning. Let me go back.
October 9th.
Let me go back. Let's go back. So if we pause on this frame, like what do we see through here? This in the background does not look normal. Not what we used to anyway, right? Like what's going on back there? What is that? What's that about? Somebody said it was clip launcher. Is that what y'all think that is? So there was another area right here. Yeah, this part right here is kind of blurred out. Oh, are you talking about this waveform here? Is that what we trying to make out? That's the new sampler. Spaces, what up, man? I just got done with my video. I was waiting to hear what you had to say. Yeah, man. I really think they're going to adopt some of Bitwig's functionality. Okay. Barbaria wants to know if I'm disappointed in this launch. I'm looking at some things at a different angle. I'm looking at some. I don't know, man. I don't know. I have different ways of looking at things differently than most people. I look for certain things. Here's what I will say. They are doing something different, which I do think that this whole video of pre-releasing this to the public is a result of maybe people are mentioning that they need to be more transparent. I believe that's something that I said on several occasions, several videos, and or looking at how other doll companies are doing things. For instance, Ableton has a beta out that they let people try out for free, and people are reporting on those betas. You know what I'm saying? With no problem. Bitwig is the same thing. Anytime I'm in Bitwig, I'm always using the beta. So I'm like ahead of the curve. And I'm using the thing, showing y'all what it can do, and half the stuff is not available yet. Reason is the same way, kinda. I've seen some videos of them talking about some things, just kind of up front and forward about what they're trying to do and where they're going. Don't quote me on that, but I believe Reason is one of those companies. I just always felt like it was as best that companies do what Personas is now doing. Don't wait till like a couple of days and then boom. I think this is great. Marketing wise, building anticipation of the people. especially based on where Studio One is. Like the community, the uproars right now, people being upset about, you know, some of the things they've been waiting on, and so now that 7 is out or being announced, this definitely brings people curiosity to a whole nother level. Like right now, we're staring at a screen and it's blurry. We have no clue what's behind. I mean, we can make out what's going on, but we don't really know what's going on. The browser looks different. If y'all look at the browser section does look a little bit different. So did they just update the browser? Because that's been something I've been complaining about. I'm like, give us a new browser, something that works with the way we actually make music. Because it was a lot of stuff about the browser that I just think wasn't useful. Like the tags, for instance. The tags, and the way that this thing is set up is not useful. Bigwig's tags is useful. There really wasn't a way to favorite anything in the browser. Like you can't just take something and like Ableton Live, how you can favorite something and everything is color code. You know, make up a folder and then everything you favorite, you can put it in a certain folder. To do that inside of Studio One, it's different. It's different. Especially if you needed to go in there and organize everything, like you want all your go-to instruments to be in one folder. You have to actually scroll all the way, and I've done it. You have to scroll to those instruments and then take that, drag it all the way up till you get to that folder. Yeah, man. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It is crazy. Like, what is this right here? I'm looking at some pads. This right here, this section right here. Is that a new drum sampler? Now this is D-Flight, the new instrument. I can identify that from the thumbnail they showed. But like, what is this about? So Native Instruments could, but they don't. Personas does. I still don't know what y'all talking about. Blaze FM says, crossing my fingers that they updated the samplers. Yeah, me too. I think that's what everybody is waiting on. I've seen that comment so many times. Update the sampler. Update the sampler. Update the sampler. The sampler, bro. The sampler, bro. The sampler. We need an updated impact, or whatever you want to call it. We need an advanced sampler. Advanced sampler, Personas, advanced sampler. We've been saying that forever. So the people will be upset if this is not in 7. Now, I'm looking at this and I don't know what this is. This could be it. Not really sure. But I'm just saying, bro, it's gonna be a lot of people not too happy if that's not it. If that is not it. Not really sure what's going on. Personas has a thing up there, a thing of them being super protective of their software, so that's understandable. I guess. I guess. Blaze said it looks like splice on the right. Man, y'all be dissecting the heck up out of these, yo. Like, how did you? Okay. I thought it was a new browser. Blaze said it was a splice. Updating the browser, tagging and searching was one of the best updates FL Studio made. So yeah, dolls need those features. I would be surprised if it has Splice integrated into the browser, since they beat their chest about having fast drag and drop for loops. Now I ain't gonna lie, drag and dropping is dope in Studio One. I can't deny that. You know what I'm saying? That was one of those features that made me want to enter this ecosystem, because I appreciated that big time. But the only way I was using the browser was typing in what I wanted to bring over. So that means you got to remember what you like to use. Now, the caveat is that I can type in the name of the actual instrument versus remembering the manufacturer. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't all the time know. You don't remember the manufacturer. But believe me, that's how you have to search for things when you using Logic or something like that. When you have to dig through a menu to find. So you got to go scroll till you see the company name. And then when you click on that, then you got to make other choices to get to. So if that company made several instruments or effects, you got to scroll through that and get, you know what I'm saying? And then when you click on it, there might be other options you have to pick between. Do you want stereo? Do you want mono? Do you want 16 tracks? Do you want 8 tracks? Do you want 8 monos? Or do you want 8 stereo? It's like, bruh, I don't know. Just give me the dang on. So in Studio One, typing, like when you remember the name of the plugin or the instrument, it does pop up. Boom, drag it in. And you can save thumbnails, snapshot of the thumbnails. That's cool. I've always liked it. That was dope. Ain't no denying that, you know. Ha! Check that out. Jay say, wouldn't be surprised if instead of Splice, it's similar to Splice, but built into Sphere, which means you have to pay. Like Splice, right? Splice, you got to pay to have access to it. But he was like, what if this was their version of Splice? That's interesting. That's a good one. That's a good one. You know what? That actually makes sense to me, because if we're going to simplify everything, Studio One Pro, and it seems like now they're just adding instruments to everything. You don't have to be a subscriber to get the instruments. You can just be a perpetual license holder and get access to these instruments like you rightfully should, right? But if you want access to the extra sounds and loops and stuff like that, then boom. Which is how they started. That was the whole point of having, like, going to Sphere, right? You know, having access to extra content. You know, just having a plethora of loops and one shots and, you know, riffs, feels. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what ImageLive did. FL Studio has Discord integration instead of Splice. They launched FL Cloud, and it's right in the dock. Yep. Now that's dope. That's dope. Discord is within. Wow. How unique is that? That's crazy. So Complete 15 is right around the corner, guys. We had to the 23rd. The 23rd is the release launch date. Native Instruments is dropping Complete 15 and Complete 8. I am excited about those tools because, yeah, based on those tools, I think like the direction that they're heading, it introduced creativity, which is all I've been trying to do. Creativity. Like, can a DAW help me be creative? When I'm in Ableton, yes. When I'm in Bitwig, yes. Studio One, So I'm gonna tell y'all. This is what I've been hoping. I've been hoping that they updated the note repeat. I mean, not the note repeat, but the note effects. The note effects, I think, is essential to creativity inside of a DAW. I really hope that they did that. The browser looks different, so maybe there's something there. I don't know, but the browser was one of those things that we needed because we spent a lot of time in the browser. You know, looking for sounds and auditioning things. So make the browser make sense. The sampler. Yeah. The sampler has been like an ongoing thing. Okay. Thanks for that correction, Jay. Not Discord. DistroKid. Got it. Kind of makes sense, I guess, because Studio One picked up TuneCore. I certainly was not excited about that. TuneCore? Nah. I never liked the TuneCore. I never liked their model. Their model just seems, yeah, and then reading up on some recent things that happened with them, I just was not happy when they announced that. Yeah, we'll see what happened, guys. I think the piano roll could use a better look. All right. I hope they updated that. All right, guys. Y'all type what y'all feel. You know, Personas is watching. They coming to this video. They looking at what y'all saying. So whatever y'all feel, type it in the comments, man. What y'all feel like. You know, for me, like I say, it's been note effects, updating the sampler, updating the browser. I thought that clip launch features would be nice, but it was a necessity. It wasn't a necessity. Like, I don't really care if they add that or not. However, it will be nice because I discovered that is a dope workflow that I like going into Ableton and using the clip lines to come up with something really quick and then turn it into a full song. I like that. I think that's dope. Do feel like devices, I do enjoy how the devices looks inside of a DAW when they're at the bottom. You know, it's like real time. It's like right there. It's like user interaction, bam, right at your fingertips. Instead of loading up a big old window, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times windows are, the windows to these effects or instruments is just not in the correct resolution because you're on a different screen. You know, you're on a laptop or something like that. When you open up a window, you know, like how about access to the controls and like the bottom or something like that? Just felt like that was always a cool feature right there that Ableton introduced. Or Bitwig, they do the same thing. If Personas drop a controller similar to Ableton Push for Studio One, it could make a more creative engagement. Both atoms are cool, but if they went a little bit further, you know. I agree with that statement. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I do agree with that statement. Making the hardware tools making it to where it's more creative, where you focus on the hardware, tactile feel, which now it seems these days that staring at the computer is not even healthy. You know what I mean? It's not healthy for your eyes. It's not healthy for your aura. This is not healthy. Having a screen stare at you all day, it just does something to you, your brain, your eyesight, your mental health. Cause this monitor is frequency. You know what I'm saying? So anytime that you can not be staring at the screen, you can feel the music. You know, that's kind of like my concept, feeling the music. Barry says you got that in that upgrade. I hope you went through my affiliate link. I would be so upset if you didn't go through my affiliate link. Miguel, when they launched the new audio interface HD and ES series in one video, it seems there was a keyboard from Personas. I think I heard that before. Now you gonna make me want to look that video up. I haven't seen that video. Now you making me want to look up the video. Let me see. Said interface, the HD and ES series. So if you could find a video and give me like the exact title, I can find it. Sample chopping, piano roll browser. All from the controller. Yeah, that would be nice. I appreciate that, Barbarian. Going through affiliate link just makes life nice on my end. I don't capture much from you guys purchasing, but you know, it's like, yeah, the homie over there, Elip, that guy from B Culture, yeah, he talks about this stuff a lot, and he give us insightful information. So I'm gonna use this affiliate link. Let him get a couple of points. You know what I mean? I appreciate that, guys. Really though. Says that was not a Persona's keyboard. You know the video you talking about? Okay. So at this moment, guys, I say don't write Personas off yet. Actually, I think it's way more interesting now than it was ever, because we're at the height of things and we trying to see where Fender is going with this. What is they up to? So it's even more exciting right now, just sticking around and seeing what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? Like at first it was like, I'm here because it's quality and I love the workflow. Now it's like, what they gonna do next? No, seriously, I'm just being honest. It's like, I wonder what they up to. But I mean, I am here for the quality and what I'm able to do. I've been using Personas for forever, you know what I'm saying? But it's like it's getting heated. Like, oh, it's getting juicy. Like, what are they about to do now, bruh? Exploring the new HD interface. Oh, they dropped this just 4 months ago. I seen this video too. This is with the homie Oscar. I know Oscar personally. That's a good dude right there. That's the homie. That's the homie. I actually met Oscar. Oscar's probably the only person I know from Personas that I met, like, in real life. Let's see about this thing you speak of here. Okay. Is this the keyboard you speak of? Did they cover up the branding on purpose? It's probably a name. And it's probably right here, and they covered it up.
Hey everyone, Oscar here in the Persona Studios to talk about the brand new Quantum HDs. Joining me today are both Maria and Aaron from the indie dream pop band Ria Rosa. Thanks y'all for being here today.
It's a pleasure.
Perfect.
Okay, it's got pads on it. So what keyboard is this?
That was fantastic. This is shaping up really nicely. How about we do some vocals now, Maria?
Let's do it.
These new
Interesting. That's what's up, guys. I will also be making an announcement about a new account that I have shortly. I'm just waiting to get some things together. Yeah, Oscar was on the stream with me a few times in the past. I don't know if y'all remember that, but I am on the live streams, kind of just showing you guys what was going on. He was the one behind the Atom pads, and he did a demo for us, and hopefully when a new one comes out, I had like little inputs and some stuff I felt like should happen, blah 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 blah, you know, and we'll just see. Jerome, what's up, sir? It's good to see you, brother. I thought about going to Personas Quantum, but I can't seem to part with my Focusrite 18i8 3G. I feel you. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? I feel you. Yeah, that keyboard we seen in the video, I don't know what that is. I couldn't tell you. It kind of looks old, like old tech, but it could be a Persona keyboard. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you. I've never seen that one before. It got pads on it, means it's like it is modern, I guess. I don't even know if that makes sense. But it looks super basic. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Oh, you know what? This joint look like it got a key, hold on. It does look like it has a screen right here. Right there. Yeah, they definitely cover. Can y'all see that? That's tape, bro. They black tape that, bro. They tape that out, bro. I see it clearly now. That's clearly black tape. Y'all don't want us to see what y'all using. Okay, all right. So look like this right here is a sustain pedal, 2 MIDI ports. This could be a knob for something. Look like another plug for it's a quarter inch plug. I don't know what for. And this is probably the outs. And it sound like there's sound coming from this keyboard, which is what this quarter inch is coming from. And so the sound coming from this thing sound cheesy to me. Anyway, I digress. Personas took an L with the instrument like Adam. You think they're ready to try again? I think they can try as many times as they want to. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like any other company, they're gonna try things. They're gonna try things and see how well it works. You know, if you don't fail, you can't fix it. That's kind of my thoughts on that. You know what I mean? How would they know what to do next if they don't fail? But now I was told that the sales on the Atom did really well. So a few of us can just say what we think, but there's a lot of people who likes the Atom. I don't really care for it, but that's just me. I mean, I take that back. It's useful. It's definitely useful. It's it serves its functions. You know, so it serves its purpose. Like it's when you plug that thing in, it works. And it works like no other product in terms of controlling Studio One. Like, I'm impressed with that part. But the part about all of this is that I don't really use the impact like that, because the impact is not advanced. So, like the Atom Pad, that's like, to me, the core feature. Like, I'll have it plugged up just to control Studio One, but like, its core feature is controlling impact because of the pads. Now that the Atom SQ is probably a little bit more advanced than that, but I put it in my bag sometimes. You know, it's cool. It controls Ableton Live really well. So I do like the SQ a lot better. You know, yeah. For like mobile purposes anyway, you know, not nothing for anything main, you know, like preference. I prefer to use this over my real keyboard. Like this complete control down here I have is like any day. I pick that over anything. Now, Jay, yeah, of course. I mean, anytime you compare that with the machine, there's no competition. There's no competition. I would not even speak of the machine and the Atom Pad in the same sentence. I guess it makes sense to a lot of people. A lot of people wanted that type of content from me, like a versus, and I did a couple of videos, but you can't put them side by side because they're not side by side. They're two different. Hang on, guys. I'm reading this text. So, I was told. Yeah, I would not compare that to the machine. It's just they're in two different categories. The Atom Pad is made to control Studio One specifically, and it works pretty nice with. I mean, it's a controller, so they made it to use with anything, obviously. But in terms of like feature sets and what it can do, you know, they're on two different levels. Machine, first of all, Machine comes with its own software. You can use Machine with the Machine software and do beats from there. The Atom Pad is designed for Studio One, and I guess Studio One is its software, right? I guess that makes sense. You know, if you think about it like that. But there's no screens on the Atom Pad. The SQ it is, but even on the SQ, it's just like basic, you know, like when they call Apple computers Macintosh. You ever heard that? When Macintosh was Macintosh, that's how the Atom Pad, the Atom SQ looks with that screen, like zeros and ones. You know, there's no color, there's no motion, no animation, none of that. It's just words. That's it. There is no. It's straightforward, you know. Stuff you can do on a machine. You know, you can't, you know, can't do that on an Atom. So the Atom to me is like, it's like the fader port with buttons. You know what I mean? Like the fader port was designed to control Studio One. You know, for mixing purposes. But if you want to make a beat, okay. So that same concept, here's the Atom Pad. Macintosh is from the olden times. That's what I'm saying. That was my whole point. That was my whole point. The Atom Pad, the Atom SQ, that screen, that little screen on there, does what it look like. It's right here. It's a little bitty bite-sized screen. I will plug it up, but I ain't. I got plenty of videos on that. But it's cool. It serves purpose. It does what it's supposed to do, you know. So and for that, I am impressed because of how well it works for Studio One. I think for Studio One users, I think it works really well. You know, it's dope for its size. I can stick it in my backpack, no problem. Especially if you're Ableton. I just feel like it works better with Ableton. I don't know, for some reason. It's like, man, this is okay. They certainly worked real close with Ableton to get the thing to work nicely. So I would say that. I didn't want to stay on this live for a very long time, guys. I just wanted to come on and see what y'all had to say about what was happening. Studio One 7 is here. They're calling the Studio One Pro. It's based on what we saw, what we discovered. We know that they're trying to push more updates frequently, which I guess is a good thing. So they definitely trying to they trying to this is one of those sit back and watch. Just sit back and watch what happens. I feel like they're on the right page. You know, I think we have their ear now. I think whatever that's not in this update, I want to say I'm confident in knowing that it will be in the next update. They can only put so much stuff in one update in order for that update to be worth it, I guess. Spread things out. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some people disappointed. I'm pretty sure. My disappointment came like early on in this videos because I already know that everything is not in here. I already know that. It's impossible. The stuff people have been asking for. It's impossible for them to put everything. Like, why would you put everything in an update? I just know that that's how this works. Apple does it. Everybody does it. Nobody puts everything that everybody wants. How could you? How could you do that? You can't give everybody what they want all the time. They won't make no money. You know what I'm saying? We won't be able to come out with a new version of something if we just throw everything in here in this pot. We gotta leave something for the imagination, leave something, you know. And companies also know that people get disappointed and they upset, blah, blah, blah. It's a gamble, but it's like, it's the strategy, it's a tactic. Yeah, we're not gonna put this in here. We know you're gonna be upset and you're gonna talk about leaving and you're gonna do this, but you're coming back. Or you're gonna be so mad that you still gonna use this program because of everything else we done in here. It's nice. We made some nice updates, and you're gonna use it regardless of the fact that we did not put your most wanted feature. You know what I mean? That's how these companies work. Yeah, that little screen is like a tease, of course. I mean, it's got enough information you need to do what you have to, but yeah, I get it. Now when you use the bigger screens, like what's on the complete control, right? You got a full on animated, you know, everything is animated. It's not touchscreen. But why do that on here when you can do that to the MK4? You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel what I'm saying? Everything is, these companies got to make money somehow. But I appreciate you guys. All of the thumbs up on the video. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I will be giving you guys updates as they come to me. Letting y'all know what my thoughts are. Of course. I'm Ella, B Culture. You guys were amazing. Lifestyle cover art.